Hey, today we are going to discuss a Kabir Bhajan. For those of you that do not know Kabir, Kabir is a treasure that awaits you to discover it. For people in India who are aware of Sanskrit language or Hindi or Avdi or all those North Indian and Central Indian languages, well, Kabir is something that you need to go and explore because Kabir is a friend. Kabir does not say that he is a saint or a prophet or like a pure than others sort of a guy. He is a weaver and he's fine with it, and he loves being this hobo. He loves being a tramp, you can say. He loves being a nobody. And he also loves being a friend. He loves being a lover. And in his bhajans and in his poems, in his songs, you would realize that Kabir is always using the term sajan, bhai, sadho, things like those to others. Kabir is never ever using terms that create that sort of dualistic hierarchy. And that is what the thing with the first line of this bhajan is. Bhai re, so Guru Satya Kahawe. Kabir is using the term bhai to the listener. Bhai means bro. So there is a guy who's writing a song to help you in your life with the meditative insights and all these things. And this guy is no less than Buddha. And he's saying bhai re, bro. So this is how great Kabir is. Bhai re, so Guru Satya Kahawe. Which means, bro, a guru like this says true. Now who's the guru? This bhajan is about Kabir giving us the traits of a true guru, a true master, a person that will lead you towards freedom, liberation, away from suffering and misery, and he will lead you towards bliss and living life in a very unbiased and unfettered way. So, bhai re so Guru Satya Kahawe. Koi naina na alak lakhawe. Koi naina na alak lakhawe means he makes you see the unseeable, because the things will remain as it is. The ordinary remains as it is, and you're able to see extraordinary out of it. Life remains the same, your perspective changes. You remain the same, and your work remains the same, but the way of working completely transforms. As if everything remains the same, but there is a certain fragrance that fills up the entire life. And that is what means nayana alak lakhawe. The unseeable is seen. So that's what a guru does. A guru does not make you learn some mental formulations. A guru does not make sure that you become disciplined in what he's trying to say, but he fills your life with this fragrance that cannot be expressed easily. And then Kabir says, another trait is, dolat dige na bolat bisre as upades dradhave. He says, well, the discourses or the sutras that he shares with you, the discussion that he does with you, is not a discussion that just shakes by the normal functioning of the world. You can't go in the marketplace and then the guru fails in there. The guru's teaching is universal. You can try it out in the marketplace, you can try it out in the personal life, and it will not be conflicting with anything. In fact, it will help you free from all those things. And those are not the things that you can forget, because those are not any intellectual objects that the guru is feeding up in your head. Those are things that really liberate you, so they kind of stay with you like an undercurrent feeling. Basically, a guru has a love affair with you. He does not act like a teacher or a ringmaster that teaches you the tricks of the trade. A guru just takes you with him in this love affair. And in that love affair, your heart starts throbbing and pulsating with this new energy that this love has filled you up with. Jap tap jog kriya te nyara sahaj samadhi sikhave. Kabir says that what the guru teaches you is natural. It is not something that you have to put lots of efforts in understanding. It is not something that you have to like climb a mountain and surmount some things. You do not have to like fight with it with efforts. It is not something like a mathematical equation that you have to work hard and burn the midnight oil. It is simple. That is why Kabir uses the term sahaj, which means natural. So Guru Satya Kahawe. The second stanza is Kaya kasht bhuli nahi deve, nahi sansar chudave. In no circumstances he tries to give you pain on the physical level. A lot of the gurus give their disciples these stupid activities like jogging or working hard or doing asceticism. Even Buddha had to go through all these things. These things have nothing to do. I mean, there are people who work hard on a physical plane, but if you talk about them emotionally or consciously, well, they are pretty primitive and they haven't done a lot of growth in that sense, but well, they can jog. So people who go to the gym on the regular basis, people who create a habit of waking up early and doing some things like those, that's not how a guru is associated with you. A guru is more concerned with whatever you do it with more consciousness, more simplicity, more love. There is a very interesting story. There were two monks who were living in a monastery, and every day for half an hour they were allowed to have walking meditation in the garden. That was what they were assigned by the master. And while doing walking meditation, they both wondered if it was allowed to smoke cigarette. So they decided that let's go ahead and ask the master tonight, and tomorrow we'll be back with the answer. And they were surprised to say the least, because the next day one guy was there smoking while the other was prohibited from smoking. And they couldn't understand what had just happened. Why had master given different answers to two monks? Well, it turned out that the guy who was prohibited from smoking had asked the master if he could smoke cigarette while doing walking meditation, and the master had said this is not done because you are engaging in a conscious activity and you're trying to get into the same unconscious addictive activity that should be avoided. And while the other guy had asked the master if he could do walking meditation while smoking, and the master said, well, that's really a great idea. Whenever you're doing something that is related to the unconscious addictive things, try to engage in conscious activities and try to connect with your own consciousness. So that is how simple it is. The master doesn't want you to leave things and to put efforts and to try to become an ascetic or whatever. He just tries to make whatever you do more conscious. Even if you're smoking cigarette, try to be more conscious in it. And with consciousness, the transformation will happen. Ye man jaye jahan jahan tahan tahan paramatma darsaave. So it's not about your mind being in control. It's about wherever your mind is going. Maybe your mind wants to do an art. Maybe your mind is going towards entertainment or even drugs. The true guru will help you find your own conscious connection in all those activities, like the story I told. Karma kare nishkarma rahe kachu aisi jugti batave. So here is a very profound line. It is karma kare nishkarma rahe. Even while doing work, you have to get that sense of you are not the doer. You are just the witness. The work is, you are not attached to whatever the work is. Whenever you're working, there is an undercurrent of consciousness where you're separate from the work that you're doing. Sada bilas tras nahi man mein bhog mein jog jagave. The guru does not tell you to stay away from something, to forcefully quit or resort or retreat from the world. The guru actually tells you whatever you're doing, if you enjoy dancing or if you enjoy playing flute or the guitar or whatever, try to connect with your consciousness. I mean, that is what the entire sutra is. Try to be conscious of it. If you're walking, try to get back to that sense of the witnessing self. Try to be mindful of whatever you're doing. Try to be totally involved in whatever you're doing. So it is be totally involved, but still have that sense of consciousness while you're doing all that. भीतर बाहर एक ही देखे दूजा दृष्टि ना आवे को कहे कबीर कोई सदगुरु ऐसा आवागमन छुड़ावे. So the guru does not look at inside and outside as two different things. The guru does not see someone as other, because for the guru, people are there who are behind in the same path. The guru looks at it more like it's just a matter of time and it's just a matter of right circumstances and decisions. And it is not that someone is superior or inferior. In fact, there is no one that the guru cannot see himself in. Because the guru was like all of us once too. The guru was also stumbling in the dark at some point, and the guru was able to see the light. So now the guru has compassion and kindness for you because he sees his own unprogressed self in you. The guru does not see you as someone that has sinned or someone that has done some mistakes or someone that is inferior to him. So this is what the guru is. Well, I hope we all learned something, and Kabir is actually one of my very favorite historical figure. He is one of my very favorite masters because Kabir is a friend. Kabir is a lover. Kabir is not someone that gives you sermons. Kabir does not want to create a religious cult around him. He does not want to become a religious figure himself. He just wants to help his friends and his lovers. And that is why Kabir should be discussed as much as possible. And I'll see you in the next video with that.